Alright, this is part 2. I got caught. Yeah. Yeah, Russell Crowe will by far be number 1. He'll be number 1 in terms of the highest paid actor in Hollywood. I'll see. Highest paid actor in my Zane's movie, right? Russell Crowe's number 1. Yeah, he's number 1. I'll see. That's if I choose. My highly doubtful choice is probably going to be Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle most likely chose. Don Cheadle also signed like a $30 million deal for my movie. So Don Cheadle, Ariana Grande, and like Idris Elba, those guys signed their $30+ million deal. Obviously, so those are like the highest paid guys. Whereas everyone else, they signed like their 20-something million deal. Except for Yvonne Jose and Danielle Minette, their contract is under 20, obviously. Yvonne Jose signed like a 16.5, 17 million deal. Danielle Minette signed like a 15, 16 million deal around there. So all those actors signed mega deals. They signed mega deals. They did, I mean, yeah, they signed mega deals, yeah. That's why if John Boyega wants 20 million, I'm not paying him 20. I'm like, John, man, you're getting greedy. I'm not paying you 20. You're not worth that, man. Like, I'm already paying you 10 million. That's good enough. This is more than what you made for Star Wars, man. You made like your 400K for Force Awakens, $1,800K for. I guarantee John Boyega got like maybe, I don't know, I heard he got 400K for Force Awakens. He was a nobody back then. I heard Disney gave John Boyega and Daisy Ridley a tiny piece of the royalties. They got maybe $1 million, $1.5 million of the royalties, and that's how John Boyega was able to buy his parents a house. And then for Last Jedi, John Boyega probably made his $1 million. And then for Rise of Skywalker, he might have made maybe 1.7, 1.6 million for Rise of Skywalker, John Boyega. And I'm paying him his 20, I don't know, 6, 7 million deal, John Boyega, right? John gets 9.3. Plus 10, that's 19.3, plus 5 in speaking, that's 24. He gets 500K for the 24.3. He gets 500K for the merch. That's 24.8. He gets 2 million for the game. 24.8 plus 2. 26.7, he gets 250K for the promo. Yeah, John Boyega signed a 27 million deal. If he makes 5 in speaking, but the actor should be making around that range, right? 5 million speaking around there, even 6. So John Boyega signed a 27, 28 million deal, which is like 14, 15 million in his pounds. It's a good paycheck for John Boyega, right? That's the paycheck for him, obviously. It's a deal, man. Yeah, give me a deal, John. Yeah, that's a deal, man. He signs that contract, man. You got to use John Boyega signs a mega deal for Sky or something. He signed like his 27 million deal. Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver did. Holy shit, man. John signed almost a $30 million deal, man. We don't make this in Hollywood. Yeah, Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver probably make their 4, 5, 6 in Hollywood around there. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how much they make. Daisy Ridley probably pulls in 3 million in Hollywood. Because Daisy Ridley is like a hybrid rising star A-list actor like John Boyega, right? She'll eventually become an A-list actor. Once she does her Ray trilogy, if that movie's even happening, she'll now become an A-list actor, like officially an A-list actor. But I don't trust anything that Kathleen Kennedy puts out because they always announce all these Star Wars projects and they end up getting canned. They don't happen to get canceled. So until I actually see Daisy really behind the scenes shooting the movie, that's when I'll actually believe that trilogy is happening. Because Star Wars is very wide. It's not too trusting right now, right? Kathleen Kennedy keeps canceling all the projects. She fires a director. She fires a writer. Like they can't keep their head on straight over at Lucasfilm. It's crazy. That's why now when they make all these announcements about these Star Wars movies, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, because the Ray trilogy might not even happen. I might get canned too, right? Yeah, man. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Why? You're sponsoring the actors with clothes? Yes, I am. For the photo shoots, they had clothes. Suits, casual clothes, pants, shoes, all sponsored, sent to the actor's house, man. High-end fucking clothes. I'm not getting cheap clothes, no. I'm getting the high-end ones, the ones that celebrities buy, right? At all these high-end stores. Yeah, I'm gonna get sponsor the actors with high-end clothes for the shoots, and they get to keep the clothes. It's theirs. Yeah, the clothes that you got sponsored with, guys, is yours. You can keep it, and I'll sponsor them with cologne too. Maybe four brands of like high end, like $500 cologne, $400, $300 cologne brands for the actors. I think it's cool. They also get a $300 gas card, a $2,000 gift card. I think it's cool. That's why my company comes with nice perks, obviously. Nice fucking perks. My budget's so big I can afford it. It's pocket change, right? You can afford it. Obviously. He's like, yeah, we can sponsor the actors with the clothes and everything, with the photo shoot. It's pocket change, yeah. I have a $3 billion budget towards the end. It's like easy sponsor all the actors with the clothes and everything, for magazine shoots and everything. Yeah. Some sour. After this, I'm going to get my beer. And another 20 pack of smokes. Obviously. And tomorrow I will... Will you touch your savings hour tomorrow? No. Only today. I only transferred 20. Within a week and a half, I only transferred $20 of my savings money. I'm actually serious with my savings. Today I was stupid. I took $20, transferred to my checking account, but after that I'm not touching it. Like, I gotta save money for my book, obviously. Yeah. Are you getting junk food, Ivan? No. I'm eating the food my stepmother made. She made ravioli. I'll eat the food later on tonight before I go to bed. I'll eat my food. It's like one big plate and that's it. And tomorrow I'll be going to the pool place again, episode 9. This is Ivan's time to shine. Ivan's time to grind, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Beware of Peter, Ivan. Peter's greedy. Peter and Mel Gibson are greedy pigs. Yeah, Peter's agent might push for 1.3 billion. I whip up 1.3. I'm like, no. Peter gets 850. Ivan, can I get a bigger check of that box set, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, man. You get 850. I'm not paying more money, man. This is more than what you made for the Hobbit Lord of the Rings, Peter. Stop being greedy, man. This is more than what you made for the Hobbit Lord of the Rings, Peter. I'm sorry. You get $250 million for the game, $200 million for the merch profits, Peter. You get your $850 million for the film profits. The 4K Blu-ray film profits sold on Amazon. You're not getting more money, Peter. I'm not paying more money. Stop being greedy. It's nothing. I'm like, Peter, that's not the point. The point is you're not worth $1 billion amount of money, man. 850, I can pay you that, but anything over 850, Peter, you're pushing it and you're getting greedy. I'm not paying you more money, man. This is more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, Peter. Stop being greedy. You signed a 1.4 billion Canadian deal, which is $1.6 million in your New Zealand money. You walk away with $800 something in your bank, Peter. Yeah, 1.6 billion after taxes is like 900 something million. His agent takes 10% of that. That's like 92 million. Peter's walking with what, 800, maybe 20, $30 million in his bank after taxes for 5 years of work. That's a lot of money for Peter. You never have to work again with this money, Peter. There's a high chance Peter might retire after Xanus. Because you ever notice that you haven't really heard anything. Ever since The Hobbit, Peter Jackson has gone silent in Hollywood. He did a few movies here and there. He did that Get Back documentary with the Beatles. He did Mortal Engines, but after that, you haven't heard from Peter Jackson ever since The Hobbit and Lovely Bones, right? He's been silent over the years. So I think he's just waiting for that gold ticket. Okay, once I do Ivan's movie, I achieve my dream, I made all this money. I think Peter's going to retire after Xanus. He will retire. I guarantee Peter Jackson will retire after Xanus. Yeah, I'm going to retire. I made more enough money after the movie, and I don't have to worry again. I can give my kids and grandkids their wills. I'm going to retire Ivan. Yeah, he might retire after Xanus, Peter. He'll be getting old, right? He'll be like 76, 75 when he directs Xanus. He'll be in his 70s, 74, 75. He'll be in his 70s, Peter, when he directs Xanus. He's an older man, right? Yeah. If Peter gets greedy, Ivan, you gotta be strict, man. Like, do not pay Peter any more than $850, Ivan. If you do, he's ripping you off. You might tell me, Ivan, it's nothing. Yes, I know $1.3 million is nothing, but I'm not going to pay you that, man. You're ripping me off, and you're getting greedy. It's a deal, Ivan. I'm just messing, man. This is more than money for me, Ivan. That's a lot of gold, Ivan. Over here, you're walking with like $800 in your bank after taxes. That's a lot of money for you, Peter. You're just greedy. Yeah, greedy, Big Peter. It's a deal, Ivan. Sign me up. Holy shit, Ivan. A $1.6 million deal, man. That's the biggest contract ever for a director in history, Ivan. I know, Peter. You happy? Ivan? I'm happy that deal, Ivan. Thank you. Very generous. There's no strings attached to the contract, Ivan. You're paying me $1.6 million. No strings attached to the contract. No, Peter. You guys are free with me and VJ, man. I'm not dirty, man. He's like, thank you, Ivan. You're a good man. Yeah, you might tear up. Because for Lord of the Rings, Peter had to pay a price to make his $250 million. He made $250 million, which means he paid a price, man. Peter Jackson paid a price to make that $250 million. Yeah, man. He probably had to do a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, to make that money, man. He paid a price, man, yeah, to make that $250 million. Because in Hollywood, the money's not free. You have to do it to make your money, man. That's how it works. Nothing in this world's free. You want to be a multi-millionaire, you got to pay a price for that. That's how it works. There's a reason why I have to pay to make my billions, obviously. Because I'm making tens of billions, the gatekeepers make me pay a heavy price, whereby I have to fuck tens of thousands of women to make my $24 million off my book, because they're wicked people. They're dirty. Whereas I'm clean, I'll never make an actor pay to make his money, obviously. So the Hollywood actors, what I do for money, even though they're dirty slaves and they paid a price, at least they get to be famous and rich and live that life, but they paid a price to make that money, right? Obviously. Yeah, that's how it works, obviously. Which my company, you don't have to do anything. Yeah. Because I'm clean, I'm a good king. I'm not wicked like you guys. I'm not going to let my money and my power corrupt who I am, corrupt my morale, my morality. No, like, even when I'm rich and I'm king, I don't make the actors pay, or the producers or the directors pay. They get their freedom with me and VJ. Me and VJ have our freedom. It's fair to give the directors and the Hollywood actors shows your movie, the screenwriters, and the producers their freedom. That way, they're, you know what I'm saying, you're good. You're a good businessman. You're clean. You're not dirty. That's why all the Hollywood actors are gonna respect me so much. Yeah, Ivan is fucking clean, man. He doesn't abuse his power and his wealth. No, I don't. I pay you all this money. You get to be a famous movie star with me. All I ask is you work really hard for me, man. And you can't take office in Hollywood. That's part of the contract, right? Yeah, but there is a high chance that maybe John Boyega, Yvonne Joj, Idris Elba, they might, when I sign them, they might be locked on to do other Hollywood movies. So you have to find a way to make it work with your schedule with the Hollywood companies. Obviously, my secretaries have to call the Hollywood companies and find a way to make it work with the schedule. But the Hollywood actors' priority will be Xanus over the Hollywood movies, because I'm paying them more than what they're in Hollywood. Yeah. From Sarah. So if they're locked on, Ivan, and they sign their contracts, you have to find a way to make it work with the schedule, obviously, with the Hollywood companies. But if they're not locked on, Ivan, it's an exclusive contract. You can't take office in Hollywood. You have to turn it down, man. I need you to focus on Xanus. I'm paying you more money than we make in Hollywood, more than the money, more than we make in Hollywood. You have to turn down the office, guys. Once production is done and post-production begins and you go world touring and everything, now the Hollywood actors can start taking office in Hollywood. And Hollywood will be throwing them quite a bit of offers out, obviously, after Xanus. They're going to be throwing John Boyega, Yvonne Joj, Jim Wansu, all these guys. That is all offers. But I told you, even though they're going to throw all these Hollywood actors offers, they're still going to beg because they'd rather work for me than work at home. I can easily pay them more than what Hollywood can pay them. So, Sarah. Chances are Yvonne Joj will get maybe $3 million offers in Hollywood, $2.8 million offers in Hollywood. John Boyega might get maybe $7 million offers in Hollywood. Idris Elba might get his $15-16 million offers in Hollywood, $14 million offers in Hollywood. Andy Serkis is $9 million offers, $10 million offers in Hollywood. But they're still going to beg because my comic books all the wire. I can easily pay them more than what Hollywood offered them. And they know when they go back to Hollywood, their career is a side tension. They can sell their movies better now and all that stuff because they're world famous. But even then, even though they're making more money, they're more successful in Hollywood, their careers are a side tension. That's why they're going to beg. Yeah, I'd rather be in that Great Escape movie with Ivan. Yeah, I'd rather be in that Great Escape movie with Ivan than VJ. Samsara? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but why are the Hollywood actors begging? Because they want to be saved. They don't want to be left behind, and they know my company blows out of the water. Bigger budget movies, better perks, higher paying work. As Yvonne Joji knows, I can easily sign him to his $20 million deal for The Great Escape. John Boyega, I can easily sign him to his $33 million deal for The Great Escape. John Boyega will not make $33 million in Hollywood after Xanus. It will take him a while to make that. He has to build his brand name, his status as an actor in Hollywood. Yvonne Joji might get offered $3.5 million offer. John Boyega maybe 7-8. I can easily pay him $33 million for The Great Escape, John Boyega, and Yvonne Joji's $20 million deal, his combined earnings. They know I can pay them more, that's why they're going to beg. I can give them much better perks, that's why they're going to beg. And they want to be safe, they don't want to be left behind. They know when they go back to Hollywood, they're going to be left behind. Their careers are side tension, there they go. That's why they're begging hard, man. Ivan, VJ, please, look, man, you can bet all you want, man. You're not good for the reason behind the reason. I'm not going to have you doing that, man. Some Sarah. Don't hate him, in here. You have to give other actors and Hollywood opportunity, guys. It's not just about you guys. You experienced success and fame with me and VG for Xanus. Now you're going back to Hollywood. You're going to be left behind, and I'm going to have new actors for The Great Escape. That's how it works. I'm sorry. But they don't care about the Hollywood actors. We don't care about the Hollywood actors. Just fucking me silence. I'm like, no, guys. You're not good for The Great Escape. I'm sorry. Except for Edges Elba and John Boyega, they're good for The Great Escape. But if I resign them, they're going to piss off a lot of agents and managers in Hollywood and the actors. It's not fair, man. You have to give other actors and Hollywood opportunities, not just about you guys. You can't be selfish. I'm just going to have this one. I don't want to get copyright. Yeah. Yeah. So Yvonne Joji will be shocked. Yeah, he will. He's like, holy shit. I signed like a 16. Yeah, you signed like a 16. With his speaking money, he signed like a 16.5. $17 million deal of Yvonne Joji. It's a massive contract. Walk away like 8 something million in his bank. Yeah, Yvonne Joji signed a mega deal. 16.5 to 17 million deal. It's a huge deal. That's why he'll be shocked. He's like, I'm not even worth this. Yeah, I know you're not worth it as Yvonne Joji, but I'm willing to pay you this. That way you work harder for me. And because the Hollywood actors are the best of the best and they're in your movie, they're going to make your movie better. Their value goes up a little bit, but Yvonne Joji knows he's not worth $70 million. I'm willing to pay him that way he works hard for me and he gets paid, man. He also gets the perks, that way he gets paid and he's good. Obviously. Peter Jackson told me, Ivan, you're crazy, man. Yvonne Joji's not worth that, man. What is wrong with you? I'm like, Peter, man, don't pay him $800K. He'll be pissed off. Pay him a lot of money. The way he's happy, he's not pissed off. It's not fair, Peter, that you signed your $1.6 million deal. All these hard actors are making peanuts for how much you're making. You're blind by agree, Peter. I know all you care about is your paycheck and the movie, but make sure these actors get paid. You gotta watch your budget. I'm like, Peter, I have enough money. I have like a $4-10 million budget. I have enough money to pay these actors, Peter. Pay them a lot of money. And the crewmen were paying them $150K, Peter, not $50K. I think if you found that money, I'm like, Peter, pay them $150K. Don't pay them $50K, man. They're gonna be pissed off. The crewmen have to get paid too. They have families to feed. You pay the crewman $150K, Peter, they're gonna work really hard for you. That's a rich paycheck for a crewman, man. They get the perks too. They don't get the same perks as the actors, but they get nice perks too. Luxury buffet, the parties. You know what I'm saying? Pay a lot of money, they work hard for you, Peter. They don't quit on you. As some of the lighting guys quit on Peter for Lord of the Rings. I know why, because they got paid out with a $35K and the work wasn't worth the labor. The labor wasn't worth the work, right? That's why they quit on Peter. Because, yeah, even some of the lighting guys quit on me. Yeah, Peter, because they got paid shitty money, man. Because the crewmen do shitty blood, sweat, and tears for peanuts in Hollywood. That's why make sure they get paid, Peter. The $150K, the supervisors get their $200, $250, $270K. The way they get paid, they can feed their families for a couple of years, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because the guy, if you pay the crewman $150K, they're going to work really hard for us. Yeah, Peter, they're going to work really hard for us. You're not going to get Lars appearing out of nowhere in my movie and cheesy visual effects. You're looking at something amazing. They're not going to slack off on you, Peter. As the Lars appearing out of nowhere in Two Towers, the special effects guy slacked off, man. Because that's a big blunder in the movie. Like, where the fuck did those ladders come from? When you saw the Orc army, you didn't see them carrying ladders. And all of a sudden, when they approached the walls, they appear out of nowhere. Like, where the fuck did those ladders come from? Yeah, man, they slacked off, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, they slacked off. Yes, Peter, they slacked off because they got shitty money. Yeah, Ivan, like, Hollywood can't afford, yeah, Hollywood cannot afford to pay the crewmen that kind of money. Hence why I keep telling Hollywood, if you can't afford to pay the crewmen good money, the least you can do is spoil them with all you can eat buffet, man. Don't feed them shitty food. Otherwise, they're going to slack off, man. They're going to slack off, man. They'll work hard for you. They still work their ass off, the crewmen, Hollywood, but they slack off a little bit because they don't get paid enough for that shit, man. It's dirty work for peanuts. Yeah. Because how it works in Hollywood, the actors get paid all the money. They're millions. The crewmen get the leftover peanuts of it, man. They make like 30, 40K, 25K in Hollywood, man, the crewmen. They still work hard for the companies. But there's a reason why you catch blunders in the visual effects and the editing and all stuff, because they slack off a little bit. They don't get paid enough. Yeah, I don't get paid enough for shit. Fuck this, man. Let's just have the labs appear out of nowhere. Let's have those two giants appear out of nowhere in the Narnia War. Yeah, they slacked off because they got paid shitty money. That's how it works, right? They slacked off. Yeah, man. They slacked off. Yeah, man. That's why I pay them a lot. I even pay them a lot of money, though, to Harvey. The visual effects team, the Hollywood visual effects specialist team, I'm going to pay all the assistants $170,000. That's a good paycheck for them. And then the main guys get to $2 million. That way they work really hard for you. They're doing blood, sweat, and tears for around a year and like 3 months of editing. Post-production, pay them a lot of money, that way they work hard for you. And you spoil them a lot, you need buffet. So the specialist guys will be in Vancouver working on post-production. I'm gonna spoil them with an all-you-can-eat buffet for them for breakfast, dinner, and dessert. That way you spoil them with the drinks, all that stuff, and I'll do once-a-month parties with them every month during post-production. That way they're you brighten up the mood and they work hard for you. You pay them $170,000, and the main guy is $2 million, and you spoil them an all-you-can-eat buffet. They're gonna work really hard for you. But if you pay them $60K and you don't spoil them all-you-can-eat buffet, you give them one plate bullshit and all that stuff, they'll work their ass off for you, but they're gonna slack off, man. You're gonna catch cheese shit in your movie, Ivan. Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell the post-production guys, look, man, for Lord of the Rings, I saw the ladders being out. No, I saw bad editing with the Two Tower Helm's Deep War. I don't want that for my movie, man. I want you guys to work really hard. Take your time. I'm not gonna rush you, but I don't want any cheesy stuff. Don't worry about it. And you're not going to catch cheesy stuff in my movie because I pay them a lot of money and I spoil them on a buffet. They're going to work harder for me than they even do in Hollywood because I pay them more money. Yeah, they're going to work hard for Peter, right? Because Peter will be overseeing production with Guillermo del Toro or Mel Gibson, whoever I choose, right? They're going to be overseeing post-production. Peter will be watching post-production for a good year and like 3 months with Guillermo del Toro while they're editing the movie, right? Yeah. When you watch post-production, I'll come by every here and there, but I'm not going to be there every day. I'll be there I'll go maybe 3 times a week, and the rest of the week I just chill with VJ, obviously. Peter was handling all that for me. He's my director. I don't have to be there every day, right? But it doesn't hurt to be there, Ivan, at least like 3 times a week to show that you're serious. Don't just like leave. Like, hey guys, do your thing, and you don't even keep tabs with a post-production team. Weekly, no. It's good to keep tabs weekly, right? Like 3 times a week, maybe, with the post-production team. But Peter will be handling all that for me. He's my director. Peter has to be there. He's the director, obviously. Or Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson has to be there. He's the director, whoever I choose, right? They have to be there, obviously, watching. Some sound. Yeah. Almost on it, guys. I'll talk for maybe, I don't know. I'll have this video be a good 1 hour video. I'll talk till the 15-minute mark and I'm done, guys. Thought it'd be cool to make a night video for you guys. There's nothing to watch, right? Yeah. But I want to get my my Chromecast back, but I got caught smoking. That's why he took all my stuff. I think from now on I might do my vlogs outside in my backyard. That way I can smoke there and I'll watch my videos outside with a beer. That way I don't get caught, right? Because I keep getting caught when I smoke. Yeah. That's why he took my plug from my TV. He took my charger. He took my Chromecast. Yeah. I'll have one more. What I'll do, guys, I might, at the 30, maybe 5 minute mark, I'm going to have a smoke outside because I'm scared to smoke too much in here. I don't want to get caught. Yeah. 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 So the actors will on top of the world. Yeah, the actors are going to fill on top of the world. I'm saying it's Me VJ's fame is something crazy. It's international fame. Wherever the actors go with Me VJ, you have hundreds of people taking out videos and phones, taking out their phones, taking videos and pictures of the actors. They're going to interview the actors behind the scenes too. Yeah. You have paparazzi bombarding Me VJ and the actors, but it's people with phones. It's behind the scene famous. I didn't tell it the gays, but Me and VJ are still celebrities. We're famous celebrities, but it's behind the scene fame. It has to set up, obviously, because it's not all behind the scenes and everything's trending on X behind the scenes. Obviously, you guys feel left out because it's not in the public eye. My fame is behind the scenes. It has to set up, obviously. If Ivan does not sell, if you don't let Ivan make his money in the public eye unless he sells to the gatekeepers, now that fame and glory, the paparazzi, the pictures and everything is all taking place in the streets behind the scenes. None of it is in the public eye. That's why you guys feel left out now. Because it's not in the public eye. It's all behind the scenes. It's all kept behind the scenes. It has a setup policy. I'm a genius. You know. As a view, he's like, oh my god, Ivan, I feel so on top of the world. I know. It's like an adrenaline rush. I know. It's an adrenaline rush. That's why BJ cries. Because she doesn't want to miss out on the amazing life we live when I'm king, obviously. That's why she's psychotic now. Yeah, if you touch VJ and you have him, the dogs go after her, and she sees hell, she'll now become psychotic. A psychotic, crazy woman who cries all night long to Ivan, saying she loves him, and after that, she fuss guys after that. And hence why Victoria Justice is now a psychotic woman. She's crazy, man. You turned her into this crazy woman, yeah. That's why Portugal don't touch her, man. She sees hell, and she's separate from Ivan, and then the dogs go after her. She'll be a whore. She'll continuously be seeing them. At the same time, she'll be crying to Ivan, saying she loves him, and she now becomes psychotic because you touched her and you separated her. That's why Portugal don't separate her from me and don't touch her. You guys touch her anyways, and now I have to save her. You know, if Ivan has to save her, he'll cry every tears, and he also has those VJ's mask. Once he pays the fee, he's peacing out. That's the setup policy. I'm not saving you when I'm king world. You're left behind in their bad. My God, you're not saved. There we go. This series will be missed, guys. When I'm king.